Shalom. To start, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Al-Shai, Ba'ashem, Kwadash. The bonus of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Akim teaching his word through the four corners and true sincerity. Back with another lesson through the spin part of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Al-Shai, and Lord willing is edifying straight to the point. The topic is going to be, as you see on the screen, how Yahoo News, another war and rumors of wars. Again, showing that, we in those times where Yahweh Shai, who the word urgently calls Jesus, which his name means he is, or his name means he saves or he delivers. Yahweh, the Father, God, his name means he is or he exists. Okay, Yahweh's going to send Yahweh Shai, to, for Yahweh Shai to set up his kingdom, to destroy the nations, these heathen nations, set up his rulership, man. But before, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he gave the disciples signs to watch for of what's to come, like what is gonna happen, to give us a warning or a sign to when you're God and make your return. And one of those signs were wars and rumors of wars. So when we see things like Russia dealing with Russia and America, and these different nations are having war games and etc. We're having testing out missiles and etc. These are signs of, these are the signs that Yahweh Shai told us to watch for. Signs of what's to come. What is coming? War is coming. World War III is coming. The end of Esau's rulership is coming. And the start of our rulership is about to commence. With Yahweh Shai being the king and the elect, being that governing body in the kingdom. But I'm going to read the article. I'm not going to read the whole. We got a video too. Shit. I can really go through. I'm going to skim through. I'm not going to read the whole article. But it says, it says Russian warships, nuclear submarine enter Havana Harbor under watch of U.S. destroyers. It says a group of Russian warships that sailed close to Florida shores. Right, we in Florida right now, so this is not far. This is like, near Florida, man. It's not far away. Closely watched by U.S. destroyers enter the port of Havana on Wednesday morning ahead of Russian military exercise in the Caribbean. Cuban Revolutionary Armed Forces officials, including the deputy commander of the Revolutionary Navy of Cuba, Captain Jose Luis Soto Galindo, the Russian ambassador to Cuba, Victor Coronelli, and a crowd of Russian tourists and curious Cubans gathered at Malkin, the famous Havana seaside promenade, to watch the Russian armed frigate Admiral Gorshkov into the port amid a 21-gun salute. Right, so, dealing with Russia entering in, well, the article already said entering Havana Harbor. This morning, the official Russian government news agency TASS reported Wednesday that Kazan, a modern nuclear stream, is capable of quietly approaching U.S. shore within 50 kilometers and carried out assigned combat missions, right? So, wars, rumors of wars, because the scriptures know that the Lord is going to use Russia, also these other nations, but you don't really hear about Russia mainly is going to be used to destroy, America. It says a private Russian news agency, the submarine is equipped with Zircon hypersonic missiles. Zircons travel so fast, 9 times the speed of sound, or close to 7,000 miles per hour, that one could hit the United States in seconds from Havana, right? So, so America is really on guard right now. Even American citizens, they on guard right now because, Russia and that's crazy too, because Russia has deemed America as an enemy. And we already been knew that Russia and America was enemies, man. Long before, Russia even claimed it to happen, because again, prophecy. Prophecy tells you how the Lord is going to use Gog and Magog. Gog and Magog in the scriptures is talking about Russia. The Bible is not going to plainly say, America Russia. No, it's not gonna say that. It's gonna say Russia. It's gonna say Gog and Magog. Okay. She's also gonna talk about spiritually Sodom and Egypt, Babylon. Okay. To talk about America, Babylon. Her talk about ancient Babylon, talk about the Babylon now. Also says, speaking to reporters Wednesday, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said the U.S. government has not seen evidence that Russia is placing or delivering missiles to Cuba. We have not seen anything like that. All right, so they don't know what's going on. Okay. What's going down? There was a video. Russian ships arrive in Cuba as Cold War allies strengthen their ties. A group of Russian Navy ships, including a nuclear-powered submarine, arrived in Cuba on Wednesday morning as a sign of strengthening ties between the two Cold War allies. Right, it says U.S. Navy ships that have been tracking the Russian vessels include the USS Truxton, the USS Donald Cook, Coast Guard vessel USCGC Stone. The U.S. official confirmed that the U.S. has also deployed air assets, including the P-8 Poseidon reconnaissance plane to circle overhead the Russian vessels. Canada has also deployed assets to monitor the activity, the official says. All right, so, America is just watching right now. Okay, but let's get into the scriptures. Okay, because all of this is prophecy of what's to come. This is Matthew 24:3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right, so again, the disciples asking Yahushua, what are the signs to watch for? What are the signs going to be of the end of the world? Okay, that Yahushua is going to need to make his return, because Yahushua said he was going to come again. Okay, how he's not going to meet thee as a man, meaning that he's not going to come as he once did before. Okay, he's going to come as a warlike God to destroy these nations, man. Okay, it says, Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Right, you have different, false prophets, okay, out amongst, okay, our people, relating a false, narrative, false doctrine, okay. And he shall hear, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, even though we see these different things, the end is not yet. Because again, that's why you gotta know prophecies. Okay, what's to come? The elect needs to be sealed. Let's go to Revelation 14. No, Revelation 7. Slakia. Revelation 7:1. It says, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. So, the destruction, okay, is being held back. Okay, it talks about that wind. They're holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. So, agree Jeremiah 51, or Jeremiah 50. Okay, Jeremiah 50, 51:1. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. Okay, so that wind, what is he talking about? The destruction. Okay, and that destruction is going to happen, it's going to happen in the future, but it's going to happen with these missiles that these nations have that can move at hypersonic speeds and move 7,000 times faster than the speed of sound. Okay, those weapons are going to play a part in the destruction of America, man. Okay, it's plain as day. Okay, all these things must come to pass. Okay, let's get Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2 and 3. Well, I'm sorry, 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I say when I am approved. Right. So we us, represent, represent us now. We're sitting upon our watch. Okay, watching, okay, what's going on in the earth. The prophets, represent also watchmen. Okay, to watch what's going on in the earth. Like now, Russia having warships, at Havana near Florida. Okay, we're seeing them like, oh, wars and rumors of wars. Okay, that matching up with what the Lord said was gonna happen, a sign to watch for. Okay, because World War III is going to happen. Soon enough in our lifetime. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may read that runneth, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right? So again, this prophecy, these prophecies are gonna happen in your time. The MOT, the RFID chip, okay, the destruction of America, all of it is gonna happen in our time. Okay, because wickedness is increasing at an all-time high. So the Lord is gonna have to, and I mean have to, step in and change what's going on. He's gonna have to change the ruler, the king of the earth. Okay, who is the king? Okay, who is in power right now? Okay, who owns the money? Who owns people? Okay, who owns you? Okay, who owns, the land, everything? Okay, the wicked. Who is the wicked? The Edomites. Who are the Edomites? The so-called white people. Starting with your elites, starting with your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, your top elites, man, that have the riches. Okay, people hear these things like, oh no, you're a conspiracy theorist. Those are theories, da da da. Okay, these things are coming out of the Bible, man. Okay, with information. Okay, you match it up. Okay, back, where was I reading? I want to read Revelation 7 again. Revelation 7:1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Right? So the elect needs to be sealed till that destruction happens. Okay, so these things that we're seeing are wars and rumors of wars. Okay, and when the elect is sealed, okay, then when the elect is sealed, then the dice is gonna really start rolling. The elect is sealed, famine of the word. Okay, okay, people dying at masses. The MOT to the B. Okay, the mark of the beast. Okay, and then the last ultimate, which is going to be the destruction, okay, of America. Okay, I also want to get one more thing, I believe. Ezekiel, because I did talk about Gog and Magog. Ezekiel 38, Ezekiel 38, and start at 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. So Gog and Magog, represents Russia. It says, and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back. Okay, call on my Yahweh outside. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. All right, so when it talks about and put hooks into thy jaws, okay, the Lord is gonna cause Russia to go to war with America, because it's the Lord that's mustering the host of the battle. Okay, the scripture say the heart of the kings is in the hand of the Lord. So I'm gonna get pieces on that too. It says all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna get it right now. It said, what is the king's heart? I want to say that's Daniel. So it's not Daniel. Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs 21:1. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, as the rivers of waters he turneth it whatsoever he will. Right. So the Lord is, using the angels, of course, to play on the minds of these different nations on what to do, okay, or how to do it. So when the Lord sets up these nations, He's always in control of what they're doing, because they play a major part in prophecy. Something else in Daniel I think I wanted. It's Daniel 2, it's Daniel 7. It's lucky. It's lucky. Daniel 4:17, it says this matter is by the decree of the watchers, okay, who are the watchers, the angels, okay. This decree is by the decree of the watchers, and demanded by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever He will, and set it up over it, the basis of men, right? The basis of men is Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white people, okay. So these different nations that are in power, the Lord set them up, and is using them, okay. He's using them to go with Yahweh Shem El Shai's will, okay. And what is His will? To cause these nations to destroy each other, okay. But where I was at, it's lucky. Also Isaiah 13, 4, it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh of hosts muster the host of the battle, right? So Lord is in control, okay, of all these things. He's gonna gather these nations, man. We're in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Jehoshaphat in Joel 3, it talks about the Lord's gonna gather these nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat, okay, to plead with them, to judge them, okay. All of that is World War 3, okay. The war, the end of all wars, so to say. Okay, I want to get one more. No, that was it. I'm gonna go back to Revelation 7. No, Slaki, back to Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37 and 38 and 5. Well, back at the 4th verse, Ezekiel 38 and 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring them forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords. Persia, Asia, Persia now represents, or is it Libya that represents Iran? I got it here. Yeah, Persia represents Iran. It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, right? So, these different nations are going to be, assisting, okay, the destruction of America, okay. And it says all of them handling swords, right? Because even these weaker nations also have, nuclear capability. When you read Joel 3 and going straight to the point, 3 and 10, it says, beat your plow shorts into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong. Because again, they have nukes now. They have nuclear missiles, okay, which they can use, okay. And they're also backing up with Russia, okay. These BRICS nations, okay, they're leaving America's dollar, okay, and using their own currency, okay, setting up their own currency, okay. All these moves that they're doing are strategic, okay, if I'm saying the word right, Salakia, okay, strategic moves, man, okay, to leave America's, because they're seeing what America is, the only people I don't see. Salakia, the phone had cut off, but read it again. Joel 3:10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. So, let the weak say I'm strong, meaning, okay, these different nations that didn't have the abilities or had a chance to stand against, your America, these weaker, so-called weaker nations, okay, they also have, they now have, nuclear, okay, capabilities. They now possess nukes, okay. They're going to be used, again to destroy America, because the scriptures talk about in Jeremiah, or even second, it's all over the scriptures talking about the arrows, okay, in Jeremiah. I guess shoot our arrows. Lucky. I like the meats. I'm gonna read this too. Jeremiah 51:11. It says, "Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes." This also represents Russia as well. For his devices against Babylon, right? See, Babylon, America, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Okay, so make bright the arrows. Arrow. They're not actually using arrows, man. When you read the scriptures, you don't read it, plain. Okay, that's why you have, people that read, like the description of the angels. Okay, they think an angel is a big ass eyeball with 4 wings. No, okay, and read the scriptures like in Ezekiel 1. It talks about, I believe it's Ezekiel. I could be wrong, but it talks about the description of an angel. Okay, it's talking about his characteristics. Okay, or even like when you read Revelation, when people talking about the dragon, okay, and etc. People think it's actual a big red great dragon that's fighting, okay, the angels. Like, okay, that's wrong. Okay, it speaks metaphorically. Okay, like, you go to school, you know what a metaphor is. Okay, it's not actual. That's why you have prophets. That's why you have men to teach you the Bible the right way. You just can't read it plain and be like, oh my gosh, like, because you read it like that, it sounds like a fucking fairy tale. Okay, but I want to get a precept. Is it 50? It could be. It's both chapters talk about it. Jeremiah 50:9. It says, "For lo, I'll raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country." Right, that north country is talking about Russia. Okay, so the Lord's gonna cause these nations, okay, these nations and Russia, okay, to destroy America. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. The arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So, there go those arrows again, missiles. Okay, that they're testing, because they're testing they're testing them right now. They just pulled in Wednesday morning. They testing those missiles. Okay, this is the arrow shall be as a mighty excrement, and none shall return in vain. So, because America missile defense system is garbage. So those missiles are going to be used, are going to hit. Okay, they're not going to be defended. They're not going to be flicked away. They're not going to bump into each other. When you read Joel the 2nd chapter, it talks about how those missiles not going to break rank and etc. Okay, when you read the scripture, it talks about the missiles, the destruction of America, how the Lord's going to use Russia and these different nations, how America's allies are going to come against America as well. Okay, but you have to know the right teaching. Okay, but I want to get one more to back up the arrows in 2nd Esdras, 16 and 12. It says, "The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea riseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fish thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power." Right. So, what all those missiles and warheads are gonna do. Okay, even before the Lord come, after the Lord come, the missiles are gonna completely, shake the earth. And before the Lord come, even that's gonna shake the earth. Waves, different tsunamis are going to happen. This is the day of the Lord we're talking about. Okay, scripture say for the day is darkness and no light in it. Okay, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. And in Amos 5, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Okay, for it is darkness and no light in it. Okay, so talk about the day of the Lord being a time like never before. Okay, so, fasten your fucking seatbelts. Okay, of what's to come. It says, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Right, so, again, they're not going to miss. Okay, those arrows are talking about the missiles. They're not going to miss the target. Okay, what is their target? Babylon. Okay, even when you read verse 1, it says, woe be unto Babylon and Asia, and woe be unto thee Egypt and Syria. All right, so woe, when the scriptures say woe, it's talking about, it means destruction, right? So woe can mean destruction be unto thee Babylon and Asia, destruction be unto thee Egypt and Syria. Right, so destruction unto these different nations. Because yes, America's going to get destroyed, but all these other nations, they finna get destroyed too. Okay, that was in cahoots with America that also had a hand in furthering the affliction of the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American man, the Israelites, the true Jews of the scriptures. Okay, so a lot of destruction is coming. The day of the Lord is going to be a very destructive and a very noisy and a very, dangerous and bloody, a devastation, okay, very perilous, okay, day, okay, a very dark day, but really a very good day, for us that's been wanting this to happen, okay, but, with that Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Chakadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders, great mills, and shalom to the Akim teaching this word through the four corners. And true sincerity, Akim was out of here. Shalom.